both the exact same value. So anyone that stays for the demo, it's actually a pretty cool setup. You can get some really insane distance.
So, single component sealers, that's Elmer's glue. Yeah, two-part, it's epoxy, no? So it's gonna last longer. Okay. It's gonna look better. It's gonna work better. And believe it or not, it's cheaper. It's less expensive. Because this two-part makes, I'll show you guys how we're gonna mix some. We're gonna spray it out. But a 5-gallon container, 5-gallon kit makes 10 gallons. Makes 10 gallons of product. So if you're buying 1.5 of these, you get 10 gallons. You have to buy 2 of these to make 10 gallons. The price of this is less than 2 of these. And this product here is going to last, when you put it down, it's going to last 1 or 2 years. This is going to last 3 or 4 years. And they both go down, you climb the sand, you do the, very similar. Now, other advantage of the two-part is that you can apply this when the pavers are still damp. They don't have to be bone dry. All these single component pavers have to be bone dry. So you can come up there to a job, pressure wash it, put away all your gear, bring this out, mix it up, spray it that same day. And you're fine. You're fine with it. Also, in our environment down here, you know, it rains like every afternoon. If it's a single component, whether it's our single component or another manufacturer's, you can't, even with the dew in the morning, or if it's been raining and raining and raining, that's risky putting that shit down because you could get flushing and hazing. This product's gonna breathe a little bit, and it's also water-based, so it'll work when the pavers are damp. So you got a lot of advantages of it. Yes, sir.
So do you have to apply like first coat for it to breathe and then the second coat for it to seal completely, like after a little while?
No, actually, that's a good question. You asked if the first coat allows it to breathe and the second coat seals it, right? Actually, both coats are going to allow it to breathe a little bit. Both coats. Now, we recommend only doing 2 coats to pavers that have never been sealed before. If they have been sealed in the past, generally you only need 1 coat. Because the sealer that's still down in the paver, still inside the paver, what's burned off is what's, by the sun there, is a top layer coat. So now you're just putting on 1 coat. But you don't want to, I would get all the time where the homeowner would come out and say, hey man, Austin, you're here. Just do another 3 coats, 4 coats. More sealer is going to be better. No, more sealer is not better. No, but so I say, when you go out and get a good hamburger this weekend with your wife, how many coats of ketchup do you put on the hamburger? 3, 4 coats of ketchup? Like, of course not. It ruins the hamburger. Like, well, too much sealer ruins the paver. It's just 2 coats is just enough to make the paver last longer and protect it. Be better, just like 1 coat of ketchup is going to be just enough for your hamburger. You don't want to do too much. I just try to convert stuff into language that they understand. Because who knows what homeowner knows about sealer and stuff, So,
I know that, apparently.
So yeah, you can apply it when it's damp. You generally want to do 2 coats. And, cobble lock comes in a semi-gloss, a high gloss, a matte, and also with grip. Short grip next into it. With either a matte gloss or high gloss finish. But it's going to give you a wet look. So you just pour a little water on it. Pour a little water on their pavers and say, there you go, that's what it's going to look like. It just not be high gloss.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It stays clean. When we come back here next year, hopefully you guys will be giving this class. I'll be retired. You guys will be kicking ass. You're gonna see this. Everything, this whole slab is gonna be dirty as shit. But you'll see Rick Ross. Right there. That's cobble impregnated. That's the way, the easiest way for me to explain it to you, because if I show you on a brick, you're gonna be like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
And how long does that last?
That'll last about 2 years.
Okay.
And so, that's only one coat. And when you spray it down, it seals up the pores. In my dense mind, I look at it like this: like you got a wall with 10 doors on it. If the doors are all closed, you can't go in. If the doors are open, you can go in. So that's the impregnator. It's like closing a door, closing a door, closing a door. So once the door is closed, it's closed. So it only is one coat. Because if you go and you put another coat on, it repels itself.
Will this help? Let's say this is on a driveway. If they go out like a concrete driveway and their car's leaking oil, will it help not penetrate in?
Correct.
Okay.
So this will
That's
be
fine.
it buys you time.
Yes.
This-
Got it.
The oil, grease, or whatever will stay on the surface. It won't penetrate. Or like if you got on your pool deck, you got a grill back there.
Yep.
And you're dripping grease or whatever, or you spill a red wine, it's gonna sit up there and you can just hose it off or mop it off. However, it's not the best product for a driveway, because the tires on these cars these days are high performance vehicles. That tire it's a soft tire. It's a soft rubber, I mean. So that you can handle, you can turn, you can do all that. Like you could drive a backhoe, front end loader on top of it. Some manufacturers have one technique, some chemists have one technique, others have a different technique. The way we go about it, you can do it any way you want. I got a guy over in Indian Harbor Beach by Melbourne, Merritt Island. Another guy in Jacksonville, where they get their cobble lock and they mix it and they add a little bit of tint. And just a little bit of tint to bump it up. It's like adding a floater on your rum and coke or whatever. It's just bumping it up a little bit more. That's it. But most people want a tint to change it, to enhance the color big time. So if you come and you mix up your cobble lock and you add the tint to that, it's a guessing game. There's a chart on the back of the bottle that tells you how much to mix, but you don't know how that's going to affect the pavers. And you already paid for that cobble lock to seal it. It's expensive. Once you add the tint, you can't take tint back out. You're committed to it. You're stuck with it. So what I say is add tint to water. Add tint to water and spray on a couple pavers. Have the homeowner with you, and the homeowner says, "Nah, I don't really like that." Get the hose it off. Hose it off right now, because it's not going to soak in and change the color immediately.
Won't
Hose
leave a stain?
then it won't stain it. Get your tint bottle, add more tint. Always start low on the tint, so you can add more tint. And then get some other pavers that aren't wet, spray it on. Nah, I want a little bit darker. Hose them off, add a little bit more tint. When they like your color, have them sign off on it. Yeah, that's perfect. And then spray the whole area. Spray the whole area. And I told you guys that cobble lock can go on top of damp pavers, right? So now you sprayed everything. Now you come and you spray the cobble lock.
Nice.
So the cobble lock is sandwiching down that tint down there. So it's protecting it even more. It's like varnish on a wood table. It's protecting that wood underneath it.
Would the cobble lock make the tint darker in any way?
Yes, a little bit. Cobble lock can make it a little bit darker.
Okay.
Slightly darker. So those are the two different techniques. Again, you always got to set expectations with your customer. Let them know that tinting is like, you don't tell Picasso how to paint. it comes out and it happens. It's a semi-transparent stain, so if you have like multiple color pavers, I don't know if you've mentioned that, you will still get your highs and your lows on those pavers. It's not going to be a solid color coating.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You're kind of enhancing it. So,
And how would you? Oh yeah. And are you applying this like a sealer, like either out of something like that or a pump sprayer?
Yeah.
I know you're not spraying.
Preferably,
like
just
that.
because I've done this so many times, I like to actually add it into my sealer.
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I've had experiments with so many different colors and pavers.
Yeah.
It just knocks out one extra step for me and my guys. So I'll add it into my pavers. And when I tell guys, when you do that, you're only adding very little. So if you were to just say cut, say if you were to cut a bucket 50-50, right? So you had 3 gallons of A and B and 3 gallons of water. That's 6 total gallons. I'm only adding like 4, 6, and 8 ounces of that cobble colors in there.
Gotcha.
And always, if you do it that way, I tell guys always do it in even numbers as well, because it's hard to cut an odd number in half. One thing that can happen, you get halfway done with the area, and all of a sudden here comes that one cloud. I don't know, here comes that one cloud. And it starts raining on you. You're like, so next thing you know, the tint is like dribbling down, it's creating little rivers down there, and you can't get rid of that. It's gonna soak into the paver. That's one thing. Another thing is you get halfway done the job and you're like, an emergency or you run out of product, you gotta go back to for the pressure washing, you come back today or tomorrow, you're never gonna match it. You're gonna have multicolors there. Third thing, you do the job, tint the pavers. Mrs. Smith comes back and she says, Austin, man, that's a shade too dark for me, just a shade too dark, or it's a shade too light. You're like, oh well, you're married to it. That's it, I can't fix it. It's done. You're committed to it. So
We're not doing that.
the good thing they come out is that they come out perfect. They love the job. I'm just gonna do all the tips. My tip is bad, obviously. Just spitting and complaining.
Sounds like.
I give you a tip though. Once you put the first, you're gonna put 2 coats on it. Put that first coat on. You put the second coat on, and you're gonna have to stop somewhere. Make sure you pay attention where you stop.
But
And
that's it, man. I appreciate it. We got food inside. Don't forget, your business cards here for the raffle of the TV.